Hey, what's going on, guys? If you've been watching my channel recently, you know that I've been doing this fun series where I've taken separate parts of my game collection and I've kind of gone through and discovered what the 3 most expensive games are and then the 3 cheapest games, and kind of saying, are they worth the money or are they worth anything at all, respectively. That said, I'm jumping back on that train. I've already had these ones recorded for a little while, but I didn't have, you know, all the time to put them together. So today we're going to be talking about the Sega Genesis, and specifically we're going to be talking about my 3 most expensive Sega Genesis games, and are they worth it? So my 3rd most expensive game, coming in at $100 for the Sega Genesis, is a game called Blades of Vengeance. Now, this game's kind of crazy. I've actually had it on my shelf for literal years. I remember exactly where I got it. I had this crazy deal with a friend of mine back in Texas. We were at a pawn store, and they had a huge box of Sega games. We bought the box together, just a big bulk buy, which basically meant that every single game was $3 each by the time we were done. And at the time, we didn't really know prices or anything, so we just took turns taking them. I mean, we knew a couple heavy hitters in there, and we made sure that those were fair, but everything else in the box, we just kind of split between us. You know, you get one, I get one, you get one, I get one, and that's how we handled basically the whole transaction. And Blades of Vengeance made its way in my collection. It looked extremely generic, and well, to be honest, I'd never played it until now. And boy, was that a mistake. This game is friggin' awesome. Oh my god. So, first off, there's like 3 different characters. You get like the wizard, the Amazon, and the kind of berserker guy. But wow, it's 1 or 2 players, and it is really cool. As I played through this, there's like a ton of secret paths. It's not too easy, but it's not too hard either. I will say the music is bang on awesome, super cool. I like the fact that you have items, you know. I always like games where you have items and basically you can scroll through them and stuff, in the sense of a beat 'em up kind of side scroller, because usually you don't get that in a game like this. But oh man, just like recording this footage, I was really enjoying myself. When you're playing as the wizard, like I went through this whole bit where I found the secret area and got like a whole power up and made my shot bigger. It is, you know, one of those kind of punishing games where like when you die, you lose all of your power ups, so that does kind of stink. But like on the whole, this game is super damn cool. So admittedly, most of my playtime was as the wizard, but I wanted to test out the other 2 characters too. So the kind of like Amazon she-warrior lady, like she has really crazy range, can jump a little bit better, but you know, obviously the wizard's great, right, because he can shoot. But this character was like a really great, I guess, probably like middle of the road character. Probably had the medium damage, but like had the better mobility and agility. And then of course, like the last character I did play as was like the, I guess, like barbarian or berserker, and the range was a little bit lacking, but the damage was massive. Once again, like this game to me is really borderline a hidden gem, because, you know, for me in my own collection it was hidden in plain sight. But I don't know, this is kind of a weird one. Any of you guys ever play this? Because like I'd like to know. I didn't get too far because, you know, I wanted to just record the footage and kind of get to the next game on this list, but I definitely think this is something I'm personally going to go back to. Now, the next game on my list I'm very familiar with, and that is coming in at $115, Joe and Mack for the Sega Genesis. Now, it's kind of weird. I am familiar with this game, like for sure, but I am familiar with the Super Nintendo version. That's the one that I played growing up, and I really liked that game. It's cool, co-op. You can, you know, it's on the Nintendo Switch, not eShop, but the Nintendo thingy majigger. If you want to play it there, it's great. I highly recommend it. That said, after playing this version, and, you know, hear me out, I think this is the better version. I think this is the better version of the game, and let me explain why. Gameplay-wise, it is identical. It is like, at least so far, I only recorded the first few levels, but gameplay-wise, it is identical to the Super Nintendo version, but I don't know why this game seems easier. And I'm not saying like that's, you know, some people might see that as a bad thing, but like this game seems easier. Like the enemies seem to kind of die better. I remember dying a lot more on the Super Nintendo version, let's put it that way. And I'm not going to even chalk it up to me being older, because I played the Super Nintendo version on the Switch recently. But so I don't know why, but this game, it seems like the enemies kind of get theirs a little bit quicker, and to me that is a great thing, because this game is like really hectic. There's enemies all over the screen all the time, and I will say that I actually enjoy the fact that you can kind of get through and like you know, have a little bit of a chance, because it makes it more fun. You know, when I'm playing a game like this, I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to get frustrated, not trying to beat my head against the wall. I want to, like, go through and, like, I'm not saying, like, let's go, like, Doom and just massacre everything, but I want to go through and, like, not feel really pissed off. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who feels that way. But that said, I mean, like, this game generally seems to play a little bit easier. One thing I did notice with this game, though, something that I need to go back to the Super Nintendo version, because if so, then I've been missing an integral part of Joe and Mac for my whole life. I didn't realize that you can hold down the attack button and, like, charge up your attack. That to me was awesome. Like I said, I need to go back to the Super Nintendo version to see if I was just an idiot as a kid. But, like, that to me was also, like, a big game changer. If for some reason that is a Sega only thing, then this game is, like, hands down on top. But in general, I think it's kind of better anyway. But regardless, Joe and Mac is a, you know, like I say, it's a 2D platformer beat 'em up, kind of like the last game, Blades of Vengeance. Except for this one's different. You have a lot of, like, caveman themed, like, powers you get. Like, you get, like, arrowheads or torches, or you can throw, you know, hatchets, or you can get, like, the wheel, like the original, like the wheel. But regardless, it's really fun. It's really cool, and I love, like, how the first boss is like this huge T-Rex. You know, has a pretty simple pattern, and then, like, as you go, it's like the bosses are all, you know, dinosaurs. Even though, like, you're fighting cavemen who are after you because they stole your cave women, like, you end up fighting, like, these huge dinosaurs at the end of the levels. And I don't know, man, this game has always been just really cool. And I will say it's a pretty steep price. Like, that first game is like a hidden gem. I think that one should be gotten all day long. This one, kind of steep for what it is, especially because you can play it on the Switch for free if you have the online service. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below, because I'm kind of on the fence with this one as far as, is it worth the price? Okay, this game is a yes. Like, absolutely a yes. Oh my god, I love this game. It's so absurd. It's so wrong. It is so wrong. Okay, regardless, my #1 expensive Sega Genesis game, coming in at $147, is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Michael Jackson's The Moonwalker. Oh my god, we just gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this game. It is painfully clear that this game was designed and made by Michael Jackson. Definitely he had his say in it, you can tell, but also made entirely before the controversies of the 90s that was Michael Jackson. My god, this game is phenomenal. Alright, let's talk about, before we get into what is up, let's talk about the game. The game itself is actually quite fun. You shoot pocket sand. Everyone loves the pocket sand. You can spin around and dance your enemies to death. You can actually do, like, this charge up dance that kicks some of your life and have all of the enemies dance with you and then explode. That's interesting. The music obviously is just bangers, just banger tracks. I mean, I will say this, right? As much of the bad that is Michael Jackson, that man could make some music, right? Obviously, king of pop. And all of that music is here for sure. I will say the one disappointing thing is there is totally a zombie level and they don't play Thriller. I'll never understand that. But regardless, the rest of the music is obviously fantastic. But the big thing is, like, what is this game? You are Michael Jackson. Your job is to go around, I shit you not, saving children. You must find the children and save them from this mafia guy, and then, like, the level culminates with you, like, beating up a bunch of, like, bad dudes, going through, like, these, like, you know, cloaked up guys, you know, they all work for Mr. Big, beat them up because they're stealing the children. Also, once you've stolen all the children, Michael Jackson's, like, pet monkey Bubbles jumps on your shoulder and directs you where the final encounter will be. I have a counter proposal of the plot of this game. This is the plot of the game according to the box. This is not the plot of the game according to reality. Look at what you have to do to get some of these kids, right? Some of them are just out there. Yeah, I get you. Some of them are hiding in closets. Some of them are hiding in the trunks of a car or behind a window. They're hiding. Here's the deal. Michael Jackson isn't saving the children. The children are hiding from Michael Jackson, rightfully so. And the whole deal is, these aren't bad guys trying to stop old MJ. These are the FBI. They're out here trying to put a stop to Michael Jackson's kidnapping reign of terror, taking these poor children to Neverland. That's the real plot. And you know, you can say what you want. You can say whatever you want. That is the plot. Michael Jackson is trying to take these damn kids, and the cops are trying to stop them, and they're too busy getting blown the fuck up by Michael Jackson's magical dancing prowess. And you know what? That's what's going on. But regardless, the game is good. The game is good. 150 bucks? Fuck it. Yeah, buy this game. Get this one. It's a good one. You should play it. Everyone should play it. It's insane. And in between levels, you get like this crazy like Michael Jackson who's all like, and yeah, you just can't put a price on that. You cannot put a value on greatness. This game is greatness. 10 out of 10. Would recommend everyone play this game again. So personally, I'm gonna say that, you know, I think these are pretty worth it. I only say that mainly because, especially compared to my other videos on the same subject, those games are relatively cheap. I mean, yeah, they're still expensive. Like, you know, anything that high is still pretty rough, but we're not talking $300-400, you know, and they were pretty fun. I mean, those were games I could definitely see myself continuing on and playing. But hey, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm very interested to see if you think those games are worth it. And also let me know down below, what's your most expensive Sega game? Because I'm sure my Sega collection is very small, so I'm sure there's some crazy stuff out there that maybe I don't even know about. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you guys on it. So hey, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It'd be awesome. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, feel any kind of way. And as always, take it easy.